What's going on, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I know. So sad but true. The weekend is over with, but it's not all the way over with. I have one more video for you this weekend because we didn't get a chance to do one yesterday. Had a lot of things that popped up, but I want to dive into a little bit of a Milwaukee discussion topic. Let's kick it off with how excited I am that my local Home Depot has finally started to carry the Milwaukee Gen 2 fuel lineup and in automotive tools that you're gonna love and enjoy in the automotive industry. Let's take a look real quick. Kicking it off here, we got the Hex Driver Kit, 2 M12 batteries plus charger for $199, a 3/8 stubby, $179, bare tool only, and the 3/8 drive cordless ratchet, which I've loved and enjoyed. I own 2 out of those 3 tool lineups. Looks like they also started to carry some sockets, which I'd be curious about, but they don't have the mechanics set there yet. They also got some bundle package. Buy this, get 2 batteries free. Buy this, get something else for free. We got $269, we got $349, and plus you get a free battery. Now these batteries are not the old school batteries. These are the Gen 3 batteries. You're gonna hear this a couple of times during this discussion topic because for the longest time at Home Depot, all they had were these Gen 1 tools. Not saying anything completely negative about the Gen 1, but I will tell you I was not a huge Milwaukee fan when the Gen 1 came out. Wasn't until the Gen 2 fuel lineup came out that I became a fan. I don't have a lot of insight as to how well, good, or what the pixel rating is on this inspection scope, but it's nice they offered to you in an M12 platform. You can utilize it in the automotive industry and construction industry. They also had the high output batteries, the lithium ones that we all have started to really love and enjoy, and even Jeff talked about it in our previous video that the clips and the slide and lock is way better than the predecessor. These clips hold up a lot better and you won't have nearly as many issues as you will with the Gen 2 batteries. Those are the Gen 3. Let me also say how much I've loved this abrasive saw that I've purchased. I think I got it for a little bit better of a deal, but $200 on the shelf. Love it. Great for welding projects and cutting things down to size. What Milwaukee does better than any other company, though, is variety. And they have tons of variety, especially when it comes to lighting. Between your floodlights, your handheld flashlights, your underground lights, your tripod lights. If you're in videography, automotive, or construction, they have accommodated you in just about every single way you could possibly imagine to include under hood lights, which we have not been able to showcase. They've also done cordless brad nailers, finish nailers, crown staplers, which we're going to get into a little bit later. I did not see a cordless option for framing or roofing nailers, but their pneumatic version is also pretty beastly, okay? I'll tell you, there is a little bit of a weight category in comparison to some of the other ones out there. Their warranty is a little bit better or around the same as some of the other ones. Now, granted, you all know I'm a Rigid fan. Rigid offers lifetime warranty. Milwaukee more around the 5-year kind of plan or 2-year plan, depending on what it is that you're buying. But that's not all, okay? We're gonna dive in today onto some tools that I saw online that have to include some of the Gen 3. Now, they don't call them Gen 3, but it is under the Gen 3 genre, in which case these are the newest tools that they have developed, that they have introduced to you in the Fuel series that might be worth your while in the automotive realm. We're gonna kick it off first with the Milwaukee 2486 M12 Fuel brushless straight grinder. Now these things do come in handy, and if you're not using pneumatic and you're not using the corded or 110 version, the cordless option is a better option because you can get into some weird intricate spots, especially if you're working with interior and you need to have a cordless tool so that you're not dragging hose all over the place. And I think it comes in at around $169 bare tool, $259 for the kit. Now, I will tell you that from what I noticed with Milwaukee is if you want to buy the kit, battery, charger, plus tool, you're looking at only an extra $100 when it comes to certain tools that they offer. But it's going to be pretty relevant throughout most of the tools they sell in bundle packages. Only cost you $100 for a charger and a battery. That's not a bad deal, because once you do, you can go ahead and just buy the bare tool and save yourself $100. Let's go on to number 2. So number 2 is going to be the crown stapler. Now, we did talk about how they had the brad nailer, the finish nailer. Now they have a crown stapler. We're going to see if they're going to offer a framing nailer or a roofing nailer at some point in time, which I believe they will. Coming in at the $279 bare tool, $399 for the tool package. You get the battery, you get the charger, and you get the tool. So pretty good deal if you're looking for it. They have a dual charger, this dual battery charger. So if you're running M18 mostly, and you're not running M12 for the most part, you might consider picking up this dual charger. Comes in at $139. I can tell you, look, it's nice to have it when you need it, right? So at $139, I think it's a fair price. It's a competitive price. I don't know very many tool companies that actually offer a well-ventilated, secured tool battery charger system as Milwaukee has, because you can take this, you can mount it to the wall, you can plug it in your toolbox drawer, you can put it on top of your toolbox, you can have it in the dirt. There's not been very many issues as far as like dust collection or charge time or heat time. I've heard some people complain about some of their batteries running a little bit hot with the Milwaukee tool lineup. I haven't had that issue, but maybe that's because I'm like half indoor, half outdoor. Okay, we have open bays, no heating, no air conditioning in my shop, but I haven't had any issues with heat. Let's talk about a tool that's a little bit ridiculous now. We'll go on to the Milwaukee MXF 041-1XC MX Fuel cordless 27,000 lumen rocket tower charger station floodlight, okay? If you're in the middle of BFE and you need a floodlight of this capacity, I just don't see why you'd spend $3,000, but hey, this thing's got it all for $3,000. A little bit absurd if you're asking me. Let's jump onto the job site radio, okay? Bluetooth technology, and it can charge batteries. You can operate it without the battery or on a battery. I'm telling you, look, for $300, I don't think I would spend $300 for a job site radio. But if you're a Milwaukee fanboy, maybe you're going to jump right on it. Let's jump on over to the 1/2-inch Milwaukee Gen Tool Extended Anvil. Now, why would you ever want to own one of this? I'm going to answer that question for you right now. First of all, the 1/2-inch with the regular anvil, not the extended anvil, not the stubby impact, but just the regular one, right? Phenomenal tool. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. Why would they make an extended anvil? Because when you're a tire breaker, okay, when you're working at a lube tire shop, most of the 1/2-inch impacts that you're going to run into, that you're going to use, is going to have a 3-inch extendable extension on it that you put a flip socket on because you're taking tires on and off all day. This takes that away. It takes nothing away from its capability or its breakaway torque. It is already designed to do what it's supposed to do with the extended anvil, so you don't have to worry about losing breakaway torque. When you put a 3-inch extended extension on their regular 1/2-inch, same thing, you're perfectly fine. But it's the matter of putting it on and off. So if you get tired of putting it on and off and you're using flip sockets more than you are regular sockets, you might consider picking this up, and I believe it comes in at a little bit less than buying the other one. Let's jump to the next one, the miter saw. Okay, cordless miter saw, job site saw. If you're interested in it, it comes in at a price, $849. Not going to be for automotive use, but it is a little bit expensive in my opinion, okay, because we're looking and we're reviewing the 3rd generation of tools that Milwaukee is developing and launching. Unfortunate that we didn't see this much stuff over at my local Home Depot, but at least I know what they have developed this month and what they've released this month. The die grinder with the 90-degree angle. This does come in handy in certain tricky spots that you can't drag air hose over, that you can't drag cords through. This thing will come in handy if you need it, okay, if you need it. I have not had a need for a cordless die grinder in straight or 90-degree. But I'm not going to go out of my way to tell you guys that it's not a tool that is necessary, because you very well might run into a situation where you need a cordless option. Jumping on over to the extended reach. Now, we didn't see this in the store, but they do have the 1/4-inch and 3/8 drive extendable reach ratchet. Okay, these things are phenomenal. The breakaway on them is amazing. The amount of pressure you can put behind them is amazing. Okay, from what I can see and tell. I don't personally own one, but I know how much crap I put behind mine that does not have the extended neck, and I can tell you, I almost wish I had a little bit more leverage. So I am curious about this product. I might actually go out of my way to get a 3/8 one in due time. Something that I'm looking at that you might look into. That's all that I got for this video, guys. Look, I wanted to share with you some of my thoughts and opinions on some of the 3rd generation Milwaukee tool products that have been recently launched and developed as of February 2020. But I also wanted to share with you some of the tools that we've recently seen on the shelf at my Yucca Valley Home Depot. And I will tell you, I wish they had more on the shelf. I don't know why they're taking so long and putting these tools in certain stores. I get it. I'm in a rural area. Rural areas get tools last. But 3 years is a long time to wait for the fuel lineup to actually hit the shelf, because I was getting tired of seeing the same old song and dance with the Gen 1. I want to feel excited about the product like you guys are when I go into my local store. And when it's not on the shelf, I get a little bit discouraged, and it makes me not really want to further investigate or look at it. So since they're actually starting to put some of these tools on the shelf, my curiosity is, what other tools are they going to continue to put on the shelf, and can we expect more in the rural area now that they're on the shelf? Let's get it going, Milwaukee. Start feeding some of these newer products to the rural areas. Get these tools on the shelf, because we are curious. And if it's on the shelf, you got a better chance of someone like myself or someone that's interested in your product buying it than you would be if you didn't have it on the shelf. That's all I got for this video. Thanks as always for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you're getting ready to kickstart off a phenomenal work week. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.